guys, I'm Kian, and what you just saw was a walking hexapod robot which worked exactly how I wanted it to. Today I'll be showing you how to make the robot, what connections to do, and the code required for this robot. So the first main component are these L strips. The second main component is the servo. The servo is what controls the leg, and it's enclosed in a servo holder. So what happens is this servo holder is connected to another C bracket, and this bracket then is connected to the leg so that when the servo arm moves left and right, the leg moves left and right. The middle leg is a bit different compared to the first and last leg, which are identical. The middle leg has the bracket connected at the bottom, so instead it moves side to side. This helps stabilize the robot so that it doesn't all fall on top of itself. Now for the connections. So first connections are the connections for each of the servos. So yellow is the pin that you connect to one of the digital or analog pins. Red, which also means positive, is what you connect to 5V, 5 volts, and the brown or black one is what you connect to ground. Now note that the yellow pin in this case, to get maximum voltage, has to be connected to one of the pulse width module, also known as PWM pins, on the Arduino board. The PWM pins on the Arduino are 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, and 11. So you must be connected to one of those following pins. The ones I connected it to are 6, 10, and 11. Then for the red one, the positive one, which you need to connect to 5V, since there's only one 5V pin on the Arduino, you can connect a male-to-male pin from there to the positive side of the breadboard, and then from there you can connect all of it, as this whole column now serves as 5V pins. The same can be said for the ground pins, which you connect to the negative side of the breadboard. The final thing you need is the fact that since servos cannot hold that much, or they need a lot more voltage, connect to a plug and then connect it to positive and negative for red and green in the UK. And that is the connections. Now onto the code. Now let's take a look at our code for this project. So first line, include servo.h, means include the library servo.h. That's why you have to make sure that you have this library downloaded, otherwise the code won't work. Then these three are just setting our servos as variables, so front, middle, and rear, front servo, middle servo, back servo. Then void setup, which is the code that we're using to set up our servos for the walking motion that will come later. So front, middle, and rear attached to these pins. Remember, they're pulse width module pins. That's very important. Then we got the dot rights, which just set them to specific degrees, so 90 degrees for each of them, and then delay it 4000 milliseconds or 4 seconds. Then void loop, this is the code that will run repeatedly. So in this instance, it's the code of how it's going to walk, so it's going to keep walking. So middle dot right, again, this is just how many degrees we're putting middle to. Delay 400 milliseconds. Front and rear, we're putting them to the same because they're identical and we want them to move in the same direction. Again, delay 400. Middle dot right 0, so that's just resetting it. Delay 400. Now the minus 120, that might look confusing, but all that means is just 120 in the other direction. Remember, these are all in degrees. Delay 40 milliseconds. Front and rear 90, so it can move forward again. So the other part of the leg can move forward, I should say. Delay 400 milliseconds. Then put middle back in the middle. The middle servo back in the middle, 0. And then it'll loop and go back to 120. So now that we've done the build, the connections, and the coding, let's watch it work. Since I've already pre-uploaded the code earlier, I don't have to upload it again, and all I have to do is connect the USB.